Well, good morning, YouTube. All right, guys, we're here at Goliath, and it is time to hit the road again. On this trip, we are heading down to Florida. Our first stop will be Wildwood, Florida. Well, probably not our first stop, but our first destination. Our first destination will be Wildwood, Florida. There, they have the 75 Chrome Shop, and next weekend, they're doing the 75 Chrome Shop Big Rig Truck Show, which is really cool to attend. If you guys like the big trucks, there's going to be a lot of footage on that. Most likely on the other channel, Trucking with Amsoil Adam. Link in the description below. Also, that same weekend, there is the Leesburg Bike Fest going on over in Leesburg. It's only about 10 miles away from Wildwood, maybe a little bit more, give or take. So we will run over there and attend that and get some good footage over there as well. Now, understand, we don't work either one of these events. We're going purely for pleasure because we enjoy it and we want to get the YouTube footage as well. After that, we head to Panama City Beach to do the rally, and then after that we head straight to Myrtle Beach to do the rally there. So it's going to be a month on the road. Follow along with us if you want to see all the action. While Katie and Michaela are doing the last minute touch-ups on putting everything away, last bit of groceries, last bit of laundry, last bit of clothing, I'm going to walk around, do one final lighting check, put my coffee up here, get the GPS set up. Not that I need it, I know where I'm going, but I like to have it so I see how many miles until my next waypoint is. Not only that, but the GPS speedometer is much more accurate on that than the speedometer on Goliath, so I kind of like to have that there as a backup as well. All right, guys, all the lighting looks pretty good, and I'm adjusting my airbags to get them right where I needed to. I changed the setting on them when we went to the Mid-America Truck Show because I didn't have the trailer, and without all the trailer weight on the back, I run them at a little bit lower pressure, obviously. So I'm fiddling with that right now to get it at the right pressure. But when we pulled in to leave, I noticed this. Somebody had dumped all their trash in the parking lot right here next to the truck. It wasn't here this morning when I was here. It just annoys me. So grabbing a garbage bag and I'm cleaning it up because, well, some people are lazy and, well, we're just gonna leave it at that. All right, so all the garbage picked up and we are pretty much ready to roll. So let's hit the road. Hey guys, I don't know if you saw that, but driver in front of us going the wrong way to try to make a turn. It looks like this guy is trying to do the same thing. They have no clue what they're doing, I don't think. See, they're going into the turn lane for the oncoming traffic. that comes down here through Georgia in Spur 60, kind of connects Murphy to 60. And it'll take us into Blue Ridge, Georgia. At that point, we'll get on the 515 and head south. And that will eventually become 575 and take us right straight down into the Atlanta area. Guys, through here I'm using the exhaust brake coming down the steep downhill because it's coming into the town of Mineral Bluff, if you can even call it a town. But they've got signs posted that says no engine brake. But the descent coming down is fairly steep, and if I don't use the engine brake, we got to really ride the brakes. It's not safe. So if I use the exhaust brake at the same time, it muffles the exhaust brake. Nobody knows the difference. This is that turn. I got to be really careful because if there's people at that stop sign, I can't always make the turn. Gear because I'm starting at the bottom. It's hard to build any speed. we're already kind of on the south side of Jasper. To the right there, you'll see the racetrack gas station. That's a lot of times we will stop there, don't do it. You saw that car, think about it, didn't you? Anyway, we normally stop at that fuel stop to get gas because it's relatively inexpensive. We are not doing so today because we've got more than 3/4 of a tank at the moment. If you remember, on the way home from Louisville, we stopped by the Buc-ee's and we topped off there. We're still running on that fuel that I got last month. Anyway, Jasper is that last little town that we go through before we hit the actual limited access interstate. So right now we're on 515. It will become 575 here in about half a mile, and there'll be no more stoplights, no more side roads, only access ramps like an interstate normally would. Alright guys, looks like we got a lane closure here and some police presence, and they're trying to merge everybody in together, so we got to slow down on a Sunday evening. Just getting ready to begin the road work, so we may have gotten lucky. So we've made it to Interstate 75, still just a little bit north of Atlanta, like Marietta kind of area. Luckily, that construction was all the construction that we had. There were signs for the next 22 miles saying roadwork area, uneven pavement, motorcycles beware, but there was no actual construction. And with that said, kind of ironic, the motorcycle signs, they've got the picture of a motorcycle and it's just a black silhouette on an orange background. But I find it amusing that the motorcycle they chose to use is like a 1970s dirt bike. And I don't mean an enduro, I mean a dirt bike. No headlight, no taillight, no nothing. And it's driving over whoop-de-doo, so something that shouldn't be on the street anyways. And if it was on the street and it's a dirt bike, it wouldn't be too worried about uneven lanes or bumps in the road, because that's kind of what they're made for. Just things that make you go, slowdown through Atlanta wasn't too terrible. That's why I switched to time lapse. You didn't have to see all of that in real time. We're a little bit south now, like exit 230, so almost to McDonough, but not quite. And we are almost stopped again. I don't know what for. No signs of traffic or anything, or no signs of construction, I should say. So I don't know why we are slowed down. It's not a spot we normally get a slow down at. Sure, come right on over.
That's going to get you a little closer.
And as far as I can see, traffic. I'm not getting anything on the radio. Nobody's talking about it. So I'm not sure what the holdup is. Guys, it's about 10 minutes after 8, and as you can see, it's starting to get a little bit dark outside. It's dusk, it's not dark yet, but we are at the 475 bypass around the Macon. So we got slowed down a little bit because of the 2 different traffic episodes, but we're not doing terribly bad. We left the lot in Peachtree at 424, so about 3.5 hours, and here we are. Now I think once we get off of the bypass, I'm gonna hit exit 157 where the Loves is, because it's about that time I gotta use the restroom. I can definitely re up some coffee. It's getting chilly now, the sun's going down, and my little drafts coming through the doors making my feet cold. All right, guys, here we are, stopped at the Loves. Gonna go get Katie and I both some coffee, and I'm gonna take a leak while I'm here. This is the same Loves, if you're keeping track, that we stopped and did the turbo replacement on the way home from Daytona about a month ago. Hopefully tonight, we're not gonna be here that long. All right, guys, back out at the truck. We got some coffee. I used the restroom. I pushed my door closed to get those seals to seal better. Who knows how long it'll stay. And I put my hoodie on because I am chilly. I'm actually having a little bit of trouble with my GPS. For some reason, it is shut off multiple times. And it's not recording the memory of where we were. So I just don't understand why it's doing what it's doing. But we don't need it. I know where I'm going, but I like seeing the destination time and all the other information that it tracks as well, like drive time and so on and so forth. All right, guys, and right there to the right is where we were parked when we did the turbo job. That could change by the time we get there, I don't know. But trying to get there late at night is going to be a lot harder than in the morning. So maybe we'll find another place to pull off. Not only that, but in the dark, you guys don't get to see as much of the footage. You don't get the view out of the windshield. Not that there's much pretty to see in Florida, but so we're definitely limited on visibility for camera purposes. So if we stop and rest, we get a little bit more footage for you in the morning as we finish the trip there. All right, guys, so we made it to the Florida Welcome Center. You know, we're only about 150 miles from our destination, and I'm not tired. I know I could have made it. I just don't know that we would have had a place to park there. So when we were crossing the state line, we saw the sign there that said there were 5 open truck spaces. Katie and I decided to just go ahead and pull in here, and if we found a spot, we would stay. And we found a spot. Luckily, we got the nice wide spot, because some of these, you see with this row of trucks back here and how close these are, I wouldn't be able to make the turn, except the handicap spot was open and we got the little walkway there. It gives me that little bit of extra room that I needed. And yes, Katie is legitimately handicapped, so we've got the little placard, the whole 9 yards. We're legal to park here, so before you guys get your panties in a wad. Now, when we left the Loves, I didn't record a whole lot for a little bit. Well, one, we were there longer than I wanted to be. You know, I was really trying to get in and out of there really quick, but I went to the restroom, and then when I went to go get coffee, I put the creamer in the coffee cup. I turned around to go to the coffee pot to, you know, pull the little lever and fill the coffee cups. Right when I did, the guy took the coffee pots, and then he looked at me. He's like, "Oh, did you want coffee?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, I'm brewing fresh," and he dumps them. So it took him like 4.5 minutes to get them set back up, and then like 6 minutes for it to brew. So I ended up being there about 10 minutes longer than I planned on being there. But either way, we made pretty good time. As I was saying, we didn't record a whole lot when we were leaving there because Katie was on the phone with Talon. Now, today is Sunday, April 21st, and it is Talon's birthday. So she was having a good conversation with him as we were driving down the road. And if you guys remember, my birthday is on Wednesday, so we will be down in Wildwood for that. Speaking of which, there were a number of you last year that made suggestions on restaurants to eat in the area, and I don't remember what they were, but by the time we got the suggestions, we'd already picked the place and had already eaten. So I'm hoping you guys will see this video early enough to make those suggestions before it is too late. Now, normally I would end this video right here. This time I'm not, because just before we left, I finished filming a video, but I haven't edited it yet. So I'm gonna go edit that one right now and get that out to you tomorrow morning. And then hopefully this video will get out to you guys Monday afternoon, maybe Monday evening, but sometime on Monday. So you're gonna get 2 videos on Monday. Of course, by the time you see this, you probably have already seen the other one. But anyway, I don't know how that's all gonna work out, but I'm not gonna end this video here. We're gonna continue it in the morning as we finish our trip. So we'll see you when the sun comes up. Well, good morning, y'all. Did you sleep well? I think we did. It's definitely a little bit later in the morning than we wanted. By the time I got the video edited and got to bed, I mean, it was probably, what, 1 o'clock, 1:30? I think we got here a little after 11 last night. But, the upload speeds were absolutely terrible. Once I got the upload started, it was showing 1 hour until upload complete, and then it would jump to 23 hours until upload complete, and then back and forth. Anyway, so when I woke up this morning at 7, it was still only at like 72% uploaded. So I hit snooze, got back up at 7:30, still was only like 82% or something like that. So I shut the alarms off and just went back to sleep. Woke back up about 9:40 and it was done. So it's almost 10 o'clock now, and Katie's getting ready. We're gonna hit the road. All right, so I walked through the visitor center and looked at all the pictures and read all the things about the local animals as if I didn't know it all because I grew up here. But anyway, I made a mistake, and noticed that when I was editing the previous video, not this video, but the previous video last night, and that was the video of us getting things loaded and getting Goliath ready to go, that I never released the video before that was where I kind of remodeled the back storage area of Goliath. And I know I was talking about that in this video already, as if you had already seen it. And it's just because I'm a dumbass. I uploaded it 3 days ago and forgot to actually make it public. So that video came out this morning, about an hour ago. The video I edited last night will come out at 1 p.m. today. And then I think this video will probably come out around 6 or so, give or take. So yeah, 3 videos in one day, but that'll get us caught up instead of being behind. I like the being on schedule type thing a little bit better. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, I'm gonna walk around, do a quick pre-trip, and hopefully by then Katie will be ready and we can get this thing fired up and get going down the road. Like I said, we're only about 150 miles, so a little over 2 hours, we should be there. All right guys, looks like Katie is ready. Pre-trip went well. Goliath is just about warmed up. So we're gonna hit the road. All right guys, so just a couple miles down the road, we stopped at this Pilot. Wanted to get some coffee and a couple of breakfast sandwiches for the road. And like always, you see that gentleman was here, wanted to talk about Goliath. You know, he attracts attention everywhere we go. People want to know the story, they want to know everything about him. So I end up getting into these 10-minute conversations with people, but I kind of like it. All right, and since nobody is behind me at the fuel island, I'm gonna take a moment to eat this burrito before heading down the road, because burritos can get messy sometimes, and I'd rather not be trying to control the vehicle and keep my food from falling in my lap. All right guys, about halfway through that burrito, truck pulls up behind me. I saw him go inside, but it doesn't look like he's actually fueling, so I'm gonna get out of the way so I'm not holding him up. I'm done eating anyway, so let's hit the road and get this done. Also, I was taking a look at Goliath, and he looks pretty filthy, and I got to thinking, the last time we washed him was on the way home from Texas. Yeah, at the end of 2023, guys, November. So it's definitely due. So I think when we get to Wildwood, there is a truck wash there. No cars coming. There is a truck wash there at Wildwood. I think first thing we're gonna do is pull through the truck wash, get them all cleaned up before we park.
where he's parking. Hey, guys. Or do you have to pay when you get in, or pay after you buy so much at the store?
Alright guys, check it out. No line today at the truck wash. That's awesome.
They usually just, if you buy something in there, it gives you free parking.
Alright guys, in the truck wash, getting it all done up. Make Goliath look good. So they've got this machine back here that runs along the side and scrubs it. So because Goliath is so long, you see it just barely fits in their building. They had me pull up like an extra 10 feet and they did the back side of the trailer what they could. And then they set the machine back to the side and then had me back up. And now they're going to go ahead and do the rest of it. All right guys, done with the truck wash. Now we'll find ourselves a place to park. Alright, so it wasn't my first choice of pick, but you see how long this spot is along the curb. The Goliath being extra long, it's a good spot for us. But I'm not backed in all the way because I need to unload the motorcycles. Because once I get, if you look back there, once you get backed in, I'll never get them out. So at this point, I'm going to unload them. I'm going to pull Goliath forward a little bit, get him out of the way. If I pull forward now, then I'm blocking the driveway, and I don't want to do that. So get these bikes unloaded, and then we'll get Goliath parked for the week. All right, so we are here and we are settled. The other advantage of that long curb is they got room to park the bikes and not be in anyone's way, and they shouldn't get hit by a semi-truck because there's no reason the truck needs to come this far over past this line of trucks here because the driveway is way over here. So we should be good to go on that. Looks like some tour buses pulling out. There's two of them. Anyway, we are here and we are settled. Now, we're here way early, guys. Remember, it's only Monday afternoon. It's about 2 o'clock right now. And the truck show doesn't start till Friday. Leesburg Bike Fest doesn't really start till Friday, so we've got a few days. I'm going to try to get some work done on Goliath while we're here. On my list of things to do is these mirrors right here. You guys remember, I put these on last year, but look, that one's cracked. That one up there is also cracked. The two on the other side are not cracked, but they don't stay fixed where I put them anymore. They're too loose. I tried tightening them up. Seems like nothing I do works to tighten them up to keep them stationary. If you have any suggestions on that, leave a comment below. I know I need to put at least one light on the trailer where I broke one off, do a couple little odds and ends repairs. I might address my mud flaps because they're in terrible shape. There's a list of things I want to do. If you guys can think of anything that needs to be done, also leave a comment down below. I've got like 3 or 4 days and we're right across the street from a chrome shop. So I should have access to just about everything that I need here in this area. Wow, that truck wash left more streaks than the streak and beacon. Actually looks terrible when you look at it up close. And anyway, guys, I think we're gonna end this one here. It is too hot for this long sleeve shirt. I'm gonna go throw on a short sleeve and I'm gonna get to editing this video. So today, being Monday, you already got a video at 9 a.m. You got a video at 1 p.m. And then I'm gonna try to get this one out to you by like 6 p.m. And then we'll be all caught up on this channel anyways. I've actually still got trucking videos from the Mid-America Truck Show on the other channel that I have not posted yet. Had to get some licensing for music I put in there, a little bit complicated. But my licensing apparently only affects this channel, not that channel. So I got a copyright strike on it. So I got to fix that before I can post any more of those videos. But I'm gonna try to work on that in the next couple of days as well. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And until the next time we see you, keep those engines running.